Going to fade him down a little bit there, Jewel Tate, as we get ready. That, of course, is our theme song with Fire Cannot Burn. The band is St. Ricketts. The awesome St. Ricketts, www.sricketts.com. It's Wednesday night, Jewel Tate. We're going to cut the boys off and thank them. The amazing St. Ricketts, once again, with Fire Cannot Burn, www.sricketts.com. Let me take down the lovely Rachael Green. It's a lovely face. I can look at that all night. She's absolutely lovely. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is Wednesday night. It is 8:02. That means another brand spanking new 100% live, unscripted, unrehearsed episode of The Yo Show. Yo, Jewel with enthusiasm. I with enthusiasm. I am Jeff the Shark Perini. Stoked to be here tonight. Hello, Tracy Collado. Hello, all of Rachael Green's fans who are already piling in and family. Awesome. Good evening.
Welcome.
With me, as always, folks, the absolute most beautiful face in all of podcast, webcast, and radio. The amazing Jewel Tate. Jewel, good evening.
Good evening, Jeff. How are you doing?
How am I doing? I am doing fantastic. We are packed tonight with a humongous episode of awesome guests, new segments, great topics, advertisements, Halloween show. I didn't even shave my head. I was so busy, so I wore my Penn State hat, for us PA people.
I was going to wear Penn State too. Represent Central PA.
You should. Represent Central PA. Hello, Edward Beckett. Thank you for joining us here on the Yo Show. Everybody's waiting for Rachael Green. I don't blame them.
Yeah.
Outside of Jewel Tate, it's really the only reason people tune in for the guest. Anyway, Jewel, big thanks, because we got to move tonight. I don't have time to ramble on and be my stupid self. So, a huge thank you to our guest from last week, the amazing Jody Valentine, her second appearance. Jody, thank you. Music is shooting up the chart. Jewel, we're killing it with these local artists. Jody last week, Rachael tonight, a couple weeks, Lisa Orlando. So the PA scene is killing it. As I said before, tonight with us, singer and songwriter with two brand new awesome songs out. Rachael Green, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah. Rachel's mom is in the audience, and I'm very excited. I'm gonna pop up that picture again. There's Rachael, everybody. Beautiful girl. Excellent voice, super talent. Jewel, we're killing it as always, Jewel. We're very excited. Bob Bedner, thank you. He can't wait to hear Rachael. We can't wait to talk to Rachael. Ben Green, everybody, man. Kind of loading them up. It's like the Di Gregorio family all over again.
Welcome in, get a snack, sit back, and let your ears be entertained.
I like it, really good. Don't be afraid to enjoy some cocktails. I, of course, am having the beautiful Eagle banana bread beer. Yum.
Banana bread beer.
Delicious. Let me tell you. Boy, the Rachael Green fans are in full force. I love it. This gets me so excited. Brian Harvey, what up? How you doing, man? Good to see you as well. It's good to have everybody here, and let's get right to it. Let's get to our top 5 list, because like I said, we got so much going on tonight. And this is cool, and this was Jewel's idea. The top 5 is my idea. The little additive was Jewel's idea, and it's... I didn't even type it in. God damn it. I got to make a banner for it real quick. Oh, Jesus. The banners are full tonight, folks. I am just packed. Top 5 Halloween costumes. Now, these are our top 5 from our past. And
we wore.
We wore. Mine are a lot more recent because I've been kind of killing it lately with them. So Rachel's mom said you look beautiful, Jewel. She does.
God, you're beautiful. Thank you.
She is the second most beautiful person that hosts the Yo Show.
Yeah.
First, of course, being me. Anyway, stunning. So Max Scanish in the house. What's up, Max? Some devil horns. I'm gonna go first, Jewel, because I know you're already blushing. We haven't even shown any of your costume pictures yet.
Too many people tonight.
Oh, I love it. So number 5, Jewel, this was from a couple years back. This is me as Slash from Guns N' Roses.
The Jewel wig.
Yeah, the Jewel wig, the hat, the fake cigarette, the glasses. Henry's in the photo. You see Henry. So Henry's in there as well. That is number 5. Number 4, Jewel. I didn't look that much like him. My wife got into this one. We were Zach and Kelly from Saved by the Bell.
You didn't see your hair. The hair was the best part.
I did cut the hair off.
Phone. Oh my god.
Giant
So
blonde
funny.
pompadour hairdo with the Bayside Zach jacket. The giant phone was made. The missus was Kelly with the Bayside cheerleading
Guys
shirt
was
on.
awesome that night. I was
Thank
there
you.
for that.
That was a great one. That is number 3. Number 4. Number 3 is kind of a generic one that I went off. It's that 70s dude. It's just a 70s dude. Yeah, it's a small picture. It's a shame. Yeah, he's got I'm like,
guys.
I'm shooting the gun. I got the big hat on, the pimp hat with my glasses. I actually drew in this giant mustache when I shaved down. Awesome. So 70s guy at number 3. Number 2, Joel. Everybody knows it. Last year's classic that I love. Freddie Mercury. That is the Live Aid 80s version of Freddie Mercury. Look at that guy, man. Look at that
How good
grease.
is that?
The wig is just packed with gel. It's crazy, but I love it. The glasses, the teeth are there too. I shaved my face down to the mustache. Freddie Mercury, that was last year. Number 1, Joel, my favorite. And I got so sick this night too. I threw up all over this poor costume. Dolly, none other than Pitbull, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that Pitbull.
Dale.
That guy is Pit. Like, I look at Pitbull, I look at me, I'm like,
Loca.
it's like the same.
Baby.
I tried singing. It didn't work out well at all. And like I said, a few hours after several drinks, I got sick and I threw up all over that. So that the suit you're seeing.
Just like and I saw him. I was like a foot away from him, and no, that's a spot on.
I'm very proud of that. I spent all night like trimming to get it as short as possible. Great
So
stuff. That
funny.
is my top 5. Jewel Tatey,
I don't
give
know
me
what
your
we're
top
on.
5.
You're gonna have to just put him up, and then I'll tell him. I guess
Miss Hope, thank you. Love the Pitbull costume, Mr. 305. My cousin Donna Young in the house said she loved it. Thank you, Donna. You want to see some pictures? So now it's time for Jewel Tatey. Jewel, your top 5. Hit us.
Oh Jesus! All right, are we starting from the bottom? Now we're here.
Start wherever you want. I'll just pop the picture up as you say.
No particular order. Morticia, you have her first.
Look at that.
Morticia. That was last year. And Joey was Wednesday. I always wanted to be the Addams Family. I always wanted to be Wednesday, but finally got to be Morticia. Finally. Yeah, that was a fun one.
I love it.
This is embarrassing.
That's great.
Oh, yeah. I'm supposed to say it.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know. They're not in order. Oh, Jeff, I'm sorry. I don't have them. Just put them up.
So this is
the Sanderson sisters.
Sanderson sisters.
Yep.
Which is great. That's a good one. I like that one a lot.
They made me be Mary. My first choice. But
you even nailed the face.
I mean, that's all my real hair. I got like a styrofoam cone, and that's all my hair. No wig, just purple hairspray. And I made that costume with like $12. I got it from the thrift store. I was pretty proud of myself. So
that's awesome. Yeah. Number 3. Love this one.
Yeah, Sleeping Beauty was always my favorite Disney movie growing up. I was like, when Joey gets older, she's being Sleeping Beauty, and of course, dark person me, I had to be Maleficent. But yeah, that was a fun one too. She's so pretty. I love that costume. I love her costume more so than mine.
My man Dan Phillips in the house told me to go shave and bathe. I can guarantee I'm bathed. Can't do much on shaving, but I'm bathed. Thanks for tuning in, Dan. Number 2, Joel. Now I'm going to warn you people ahead of time. Number 2 and number 1 are hot, baby, hot. Number 2 is Sailor Moon. Oh my goodness,
my absolute favorite. I love Sailor Moon. That's what I look like as a blonde, people. So, and she's Chibi Moon, and that's actually Sailor Moon's daughter. So yeah, I was uber excited for that one.
I'm a faithful married man, but my goodness, Joel Tatey.
Oh, Jesus.
Sailor Moon. Whew, baby. And number 1, you want to talk about just gorgeous and the perfect person for the perfect costuming character?
Hey. It's Wonder Woman Day, people.
Of course.
Wonder Woman Day. I try to be Wonder Woman a lot or have all of her costumes. So, yep, I'm going to do it again this year. But this was the gal costume. and I was excited. I got this at Party City. That's crazy that they had it. It was great quality. This was Jeff's party where he was Zach and Kelly. So yeah, that was a fun one. And Wonder Woman's my favorite. Happy Wonder Woman Day, all you lovely ladies.
Oh yeah, we got a Sailor Moon props right here from Canel Hope Basana. Hope I said that right.
Oh, this is my cat, and her name's Luna. That's the Sailor Moon cat too. So
Aw.
Canel, you appreciate that.
For for the male audience out there, here's another peek at Jewel's Sailor Moon. My
Jesus,
goodness, wowie!
Next.
I am in love, ladies and gentlemen, with Sailor Moon Jewel. Oh, now that Joey's out there watching, there's a picture of Joey as Wednesday. She even made the top 5 list tonight. So awesome top 5 list. Let's run it down again. Me, I'm gonna rapid fire the pictures too, because I'm just that whoa, what the heck just happened there? Settings came on. Rapid fire the pictures because I'm just so excited to see myself all over again. Slash, Zach Morris, 70s Dude, Freddie Mercury Live Aid, Pitbull, Jewel Tatey, get them again. Morticia Adams, the Sanderson sisters.
Good night.
Maleficent. Oh, my little devil. Sailor Moon. Wonder Woman. Terrific. As you can see, we are big into Halloween and Halloween costumes.
That's next week.
I know. Those are awesome. I should get those for my costume.
Right? You can have it on labor.
I'm gonna be a demon.
It's a secret. It's a secret. Gotta keep it secret.
Secret. Max said he thinks he wore more female costumes than male costumes.
Oh, Lord. I'd like to see that.
Oh, a little high for our little Wednesday Adams. Adorable. Yeah, so that's our top 5 list. Awesome. And let's, real quick, we're going to play a song shortly from Rachel, probably about 2 minutes before she gets on. But we're speaking of Halloween. And first of all, let's do the advertisement. God, there's so many advertisements here, Joel. What I got myself into tonight. Anyway. Oh, I don't want to forget either our brand new segment tonight, Look Out Local with Lisa Ford. She's going to be our very first member of Look Out Local. And she's representing Epic College Consulting. She's going to give you college kids out there some tips about enrollment and things like that. So tune in and stay on it. Anyway, Friday, October 30th from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. It is the Yo Show Halloween Bash. Boom! Live show and party at Murphy's Beef and Ale, 5725 Bristol Emily Road, Levittown, PA. Loso Beer is going to be there, folks, with Brownsville Ale and Lola. So 2 beers from my parenting beer company, Loso, and our show sponsor. Music, the show, me and Jewel. Jewel's going to be Wonder Woman again. So, fellas, yeah, line up, but behave yourselves. If I got to behave, you got to behave. Got to behave so much I'm not even putting up the Sailor Moon costume again. Jewel Tatey just announced for this party a legend in the Philly area, one of the most awesome DJs. That's where we're going to have a DJ, folks. 3 hours of awesome spinning and DJing from Philly legend Steve O'Neill, Mr. Miami, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Miami will be DJing, spinning, and kind of helping host the Yo Show October 30th at that awesome Halloween party. It is the Yo Show Halloween party at Murphy's, 5725 Bristol Emily Road, Levittown, PA, 7 to 11, October 30th. Come check out me and Jewel and bring something you want us to sign, and we'll sign it. Like a bunch of people with a piece of paper in their hand. Oh, will you sign this?
I don't think so.
Jewel, I love having my hat on, but it's hot down here and all these lights.
It's so hot today. What is with it?
Man, it's like really hot down here.
My
And
sister's at the beach. She's like, "Do you want to come?" I'm like, "No," thinking it's gonna be all cold. It's gorgeous out. What the hell?
yeah, Jewel picks on me so much for being so dark. Now I have like 8,000 lights on me, and one is hotter than the next. So I am perspiring. Anyway, let's get to some good stuff. Some of the stuff that people tune in for. And that's music. So let me pop up the share screen real quick and load this up. This is the brand new song from Rachael Green. We missed getting a chance to world premiere it by a little hair. Yeah, these things happen. No big deal. We still love you, Rachael Green. We're still stoked to have you on. This is her brand new one called Cicada Jewel Tatey. And it's coming at you right now on the Yo Show. It's about 3.5 minutes long, so we'll be back shortly. So tune in, stay in, listen to some great Rachael Green music. We will be right back in a few moments. Let me get the right screen. There we go.
Until I can fly. Emerge from darkness overnight. Buried within sunshine. Vision power out of sight. Final call before the flight. Resurrection. All the children go to heaven. When all the children go to heaven, go to heaven. It's happening. It's happening again. Starts as a whisper, it's a train of telephone. London food scream, cause my presence will be known. My presence will be known. Emerge from darkness overnight. Patient power outside. Vision power out of sight.
All right. Wow. I got to tell you, absolutely incredible song. Mood music. We heard in the audience, mood music. It absolutely is mood music. It's sexy. It's seductive. It's strong. The vocals are fantastic. The audience is going amazing. I mean, they're just blowing up. Let's get all the comments out there because you want to talk about amazing timing, Joel. The second that I stopped the song, a certain someone popped up backstage in our virtual green room. Green room, so to speak. I even put her name in green down there too, and everything. Everything is green tonight. And I finally spelled her name right. It only took me 3 weeks. I got to make sure. It's a good thing she can't jump through the screen and hit me because she definitely would. But let's get to it. Let's get to the reason everybody is here tonight. Our very special guest. Again, that brand new song, Cicada, available. Check the scroll down the bottom, folks. You'll know where to find it. all the great streaming, Spotify, Apple, SoundCloud, all that great stuff. Just all over the place, all the great streaming sites. I already loaded it onto my Apple. I got them both.
Yep.
Let's welcome the beautiful and talented Miss Rachael Green, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi. Hey,
Rachel.
Rachel.
How are you?
I'm great. Oh my God, I'm so happy to be here.
We're so happy to have you here. And I got to tell you, we've had a lot of guests. We've been doing this for a few years. And I have never seen a preemptive attack of awesome words from your fans like this. You're getting everybody saying hello, and your mom's in the house, and Edward Beckett says it's excellent, and thumbs up, and it's just so great.
Oh
Rachel,
my God.
It's
amazing. I'm so freaking thankful for all the support, and my family, they're great promoters.
Absolutely are. And you do great by yourself as well. And what we normally do, just a quick background on how we even got to this point here. Me and Joy used to do the show strictly audio, but being big on social media, we got into video. So, you know what, I'm going to start finding some acts, local acts, going through Facebook. And I saw yours. I like the look. I like the style. I like the approach of the music. I like the way you promote yourself. It's absolutely amazing. So let's start off. Oh, thank you. Let's start off with the new song that we just heard, Cicada. Tell us a little bit about it, its creative process, what the song is about.
So it's funny, I started the song a long time ago. I usually start my songs with the instrumental first. And I started the instrumental probably back in June, because after my Private Island EP, I'm like, I got to start something new. And I want to do something a little heavier, like something that's more like representative of my style. I felt like Private Island EP is representative, but it's a little lighter. I'm kind of more into like the heavy bass. So I worked on the instrumental. I was liking where it was going. And then for some reason, I just took a really long break and I got distracted by life. And I don't know what happened. But then eventually I listened to it randomly and I was like, damn, like this is pretty good. I should get back to this. So I started working on it again and I finished the instrumental and I'm like, okay, now I have to add the vocals. And I know I want the song to be called Cicada. I wanted to add all that like cicada percussion. But I was like, okay, what do I want the lyrics to be about? So for me, the lyrics are about, it's like the symbolism of cicada is kind of symbolic to the rise and fall of the human spirit, because cicadas, there's a certain species that live underground for 17 years and then they crawl up from the surface. They don't have wings yet, but they're in these like weird shell creature-like things. And then so they break out of their shell and then they fly, and they don't live very long in their wing form, but then they fall again and a new generation of cicadas come along. So I kind of felt like that related to how we as humans, we can kind of live underground per se, or our spirits are kind of locked up. We're hiding behind a shell and then we can emerge and be soaring and flying, but then we can sometimes fall back into that negative phase. And sometimes we go through cycles of it. So yeah.
That's so decent. And I love your sound. I love the beat. Did you produce that beat yourself?
Yes, thank you. I do. I produce my own instrumentals and my own beats. So that's something I love doing.
You're amazing. And
thank
it really reminds me like of a Massive Attack, Marina and the Diamonds.
Oh, I love Massive Attack. Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So who are some of your influences?
It's funny because my music is very much in the electronic realm, but my influences are from so many different genres. I grew up listening to, I can't even begin to say like the amount of different genres, but I love Christina Aguilera's voice. Her Back to Basics album, that jazz and blues album.
My favorite.
Oh my God. It changed my life. Like it really inspired me and inspired my vocal style. I love that like soulful, like that just really, it's beautiful. That was very inspiring to me. But then I'm also like very on the opposite side. Like I love Evanescence. When I was in 5th grade, I think that was like the first CD that I really fell in love with. I went to the library with my dad and my mom's comment.
I know.
I'm sure she's going to be popping up a lot throughout this. And there's my brother. Oh, hey, guys.
And Beatmaker. The support has been great. Everybody is coming out big
Thank you,
time.
everyone. That's awesome. So yeah, like in 5th grade, I found an Evanescence CD, and it was the one that My Immortal and Going Under, all those really popular songs were on, and I fell in love with that like kind of darker, music, that heavier side, and I forced my brothers to be in a Evanescence cover band with me, but it wasn't real. Like they were playing like on bats and baseball bats and pots and pans. Like it was all pretend. But yeah, that was definitely one of my big influences. And then I go to like the classic rock with Led Zeppelin, the Beatles, Santana, and then my electronic side. I really love just like the electronic music I'm into is really obscure and kind of unheard of. Like future-based hip hop, experimental, like psychedelic electronic. It's kind of weird stuff, but yeah, it's all over the place.
Very well rounded. I love it.
Thank you. Yeah, I try to be versatile.
Yeah.
And the amazing thing is that you try to be versatile. You mentioned a lot of acts, a lot of different genres of music, but yours is so very unique. And I was telling Jewel leading up to the episode, just listening to the songs, they just have such a very different beats, very unique. Like I said, a little dark, a little mysterious. Me and you talked about that, Rachel. That's kind of like your darker side that you like to let out. Your music is your form of expression, and I love that. Another single we're going to play later after we let you go. The Monster Within. Now, you described it as a little more of a deeper song with some tough meaning. Explain that to us a little bit, as much as you want to, of course.
Yeah. So The Monster Within is a collaboration I did with Benjamin Oaks. Yes. He reached out to me actually on Facebook, and he was like, hey, I checked out your stuff. I really like your voice. If you would be down to do a collaboration, I can send you some beats. I was like, hell yeah, send them my way. So he sent me probably 10 different instrumentals, and I listened to them, and there were 2 specific that really stood out to me. But the Monster Within instrumental that I chose, it wasn't called The Monster Within at first. Oh, thank you, Jim. Thank you so much. It was like, it just really resonated with my style. I was like, oh, this is perfect. And plus I was planning my Halloween playlist on Spotify. I was like, this is just the perfect timing for this song. So when I was thinking of the song, when I felt the instrumental, I was like, this definitely has kind of a yearning, dark, like there's like a calling type of feel to it. So I started thinking of melodies, and it was hard to come up with words at first, but I thought about like some of my dark experiences with dealing with like bullying and just dark experiences in life and traumatic things that trying to heal from. So I went into that, and I was like thinking about how those dark times, everyone has been through something pretty life-changing like that. And even though you can get better from it, it can also make you worse. Sometimes you become a monster, you become the thing that you hated most before you become what you want to be. So that's what The Monster Within is all about. It's kind of just talking about how those rough times in life really can change you, but are you going to become a monster, or are you going to become something amazing from it? Like the Frankenstein or Phoenix, that's what that's all about. And that, yeah.
That's cool. I love the deep meaning, and I love the song. Like, and I actually have my niece listen, and she's like, she's young, you know, she's with the scene. I trust her judgment in music. She's like, man, I really like this. Like, what's this called again? So,
oh yay!
Get it around. And you just had your radio debut in August. How has it been? Like this rush of like interviews and your songs being out there. Like, how are you feeling?
It's been amazing. I can't even tell you. Even though 2020 has been a crazy year and really strange, it's been one of the best years of my life. Like, so much has happened in terms of my music career. So I started with Left Field, like, I don't even know how long it's been. It's been a year and a half or maybe even 2 years now. But I would say right before the pandemic, we were really starting to get our names out there in Berks County, and just starting to get more gigs. But then the pandemic happened, and then everything just, it went away. But I was like, okay, well, our last show was really good. I should make a Facebook and like make my name known somehow. So I made a Facebook, and then I was like, and you know what? It's time for me to start making my own music. So I started doing all that kind of stuff, putting my name out there, doing collaborations. And it's just been really, I don't know how it's happening, but it's been really taking off ever since I started with the Facebook and the Private Island EP. So I'm very thankful.
That's amazing. And it's been great. Like, you're off to a great start. And again, when I talk about going through Facebook and I see, and you're very excited about all your projects coming up, and I love that. I love somebody that's just so excited in themselves. And that's what we try to get on here and like I said, it's worth it because your audience is just all over it. Um, on to another subject now. Of course, the pandemic has stopped a lot of things, but you were able to perform at the Pennsylvania Cannabis Festival. You took the stage with another band, and it looked cool. I saw a little bit of it on your Facebook. Tell us a little bit about that festival and how you feel playing in front of an audience, first of all, and then second of all, what's it like to pick up and just join another band and just collaborate on stage like that?
Yeah, so the Cannabis Fest was amazing. It was such a great time, such good vibes, and I'm a huge marijuana advocate. I think it saves lives and it can be very medicinal for people. So it was great to perform at a festival where it was for a cause that I really believe in, and working with, and also my best friend came with me, so that was really awesome to have her there with me. And Creatures of Content, those guys are so awesome. They're such nice, cool guys. That has been really cool to be working with other bands too. I just feel like awesome that people are reaching out to me and like inviting me for these opportunities. So I really love working with other bands because you get a chance to try different sounds.
Sure.
Yeah, because I love, like, as I told you in the beginning, I'm obsessed with other genres and like multiple genre type of gal. So I like doing multiple bands because I like delving into different styles. Oh yeah, and then the performance question. I love performing. I love performing. I feel like I was born to be a performer. I just like, I don't know. Ever since I was a kid, I love being on stage and just entertaining people and expressing myself through creativity.
You
Do
can.
you ever get nervous?
sorry.
Sorry.
Oh my gosh, I used to get
That's
it.
good.
Honestly, only recently I've only started to get confident on stage. Like before that, I used to be crazy, crazy nervous. Like my stage fright was so bad. I felt like I was going to throw up. I felt like I was like,
Wow.
I can't get on there. I'm going to cry. I can't do this. But I was like, no, I have to. This is my dream. Like push through it. So I would say like my last two performances. Yeah, I used to do that a lot. Pushing through it. So my last two performances though with Creatures of Content, or my last three, Creatures of Content, Rhythmatics, and my left field private gig we had.
Yes.
Those were the first three performances that I didn't feel nervous at all.
Wow.
I feel like I've just been kind of gaining more confidence, and that's the main thing behind it. I'm just kind of like, people are going to enjoy it more if I go all out. If I hold myself back and I'm just like holding back because of nerves, it's not going to be as good a performance. So I just try to push myself as much as I can.
We got to try that here one of these nights, Jewel.
You guys don't seem nervous at all, though. It's crazy that if you're nervous at all.
We get, and we always say the word, we get fan geeked. Like we get very excited about acts from the biggest of Hollywood to the most local. We get geeked up for people because we love artists and we love people that put their talent out there. So we get a little awestruck. I'm not gonna lie.
And we appreciate you giving us your music to play. Like we want to do a good job and like putting that out there as a platform to be heard. And all these people, like, this is awesome.
Oh, this is awesome. It's like a mutual, just like helping each other, being awesome sort of thing. I love that.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's a big love fest here on the Yo Show.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
So when I tuned in and I heard the voice, and I guess this grabs me right away. Your sound. At what age, around what time did you say, look, I think I got a voice for this? Who pushed you to that edge? Or was it just something amongst yourself where you said, you know what, I got a voice. I'm going to go out and get it?
That's a good question because I've been singing since I was a kid. And I used to annoy the hell out of
we
my
all
older
do.
sister.
I mean, we all
Yeah. So it's like the normal, like everyday kids singing, and it was probably like really annoying. But then I think as I got older, in choir, and I just kind of like I started fine tuning my ear a little bit more, so I was able to be like, all right, I can hear what's a good voice, what's not a good voice, and I felt like my voice was decent. Probably, I would say like 6th grade. I was like singing this song and I recorded myself and I heard a little bit of vibrato in my voice for the first time ever. And I was like, whoa, how did I do that? I was like amazed. I started researching like, how do you vibrato your voice? And so ever since then I was like, okay, I think I have potential to make something out of my voice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm watching I have a 6-year-old, and she's starting to do it, but like the way she tries to do robot, she's like, ah, like it's so cute though. Like I
It's so
just
freaking cute. The little kids are like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah, you got
yeah,
it. That's
you're
what it is.
excellent.
You
Keep
know
going,
it.
keep going. Yeah. I know I
I
can't
love
sing
it.
a lick, so no, she could be the singer. I wanted to ask you about your covers though, because your covers are amazing.
Yes.
You
Oh,
did,
thank you.
yeah, you did "Burning Down the House" at the Cannabis Festival. I heard "Smooth" at the
Yeah.
backyard gig, so they're amazing. And you take requests.
I would love to take requests. It's been a while since I've taken requests. When I used to do like the Berks County live stream, the Delco quarantine live stream, I would take requests, but like it's been a long time since I've made a cover video on YouTube or just like been in an environment where I would take requests, but I am down. If anyone wants to send requests my way, I'm here.
I have some for you. But my
Ooh.
question was, what do you think has been the most hardcore cover that you've done? Because you like to rock out.
Oh, that's a good question. Would you say like performing live or recorded or just like to myself?
Yeah, either or. Like, what's your go-to song? Like, get it all out. Like,
Oh my gosh, that
Good.
I really love Flyleaf and I love that one song I'm So Sick. That's probably their heaviest song they have and I really like singing that one when I'm feeling like getting it out.
that's decent.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So, what inspires you musically? Besides real life, do you find yourself like in a zone where you just start imagining great stories, or a lot of it is based on past stories?
I would say music is like this is gonna sound corny, but music is everywhere. Like it's just in my mind. It's like in my
Great.
thoughts. It's everything inspires music to me. Like just everyday life can inspire music. Um, yeah, I would say like definitely my personal experiences have a huge part in my lyrics. But in terms of the sounds and the instrumentals, I would say that's a daily like I'm finding daily inspiration for those.
That's awesome. And how did you handle the lockdown? Like, were you more creative, less creative?
Oh yeah, I honestly it was kind of a blessing because I was really really busy before the lockdown started. I had a job where it was just like very much like 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. I felt so exhausted and I just felt like I couldn't dedicate myself to music at all. Once the pandemic happened, it was my first chance to just take a long break from that job. I actually ended up leaving that job and I just committed to music for a long time and I was kind of surviving off unemployment. I was like, all right, I'm going to use this opportunity to work on music and take that time that I haven't had. So it's actually been a blessing to have all this time.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people say like, "Oh, I've been so creative during this time," and then other people are like, "No, I can't do it." Like, but the reality is like, for you and other live performers, like, it might happen again. So we have to
Yeah.
make plans of like just trying to do our best, and we try to get as many local bands in here because we know how hard it is just to even find gigs these days. So,
Yeah.
yeah, keep rocking. I love your stuff. I'm so
Oh,
happy
thank
that
you so much.
yeah.
We're big fans. They said we look, we find, and pretty much every band that has been on here or artist ends up on my Apple playlist. And
Yeah.
it's not just like, oh, they were on my show. That's how they end up here because I just love it. And I got a ton of them. And Jewel is very good with the local scene, and I'm trying to get better with the local scene. And like I said, there's already Rachael Green music on my
Oh, that's awesome.
my Apple, and I love it. We spoke about the lockdown. A question I've asked everybody who's come in here. Um, let's say it ends tomorrow. We get the word tomorrow. There's no more lockdown. There's no more masks. Go out and be yourself. What is the very first thing Rachael Green does with this newfound freedom tomorrow?
Oh my gosh. I think the first thing I would do if it was possible is go to a music festival. I
Yeah.
miss music festivals. And I mean the ones that like you spend 3 days at, like you just tent there and you camp there for 3 days. I am such a music festival girl. And that was my thing. Like every summer I would just go to a bunch and I miss that so much. That was like so freeing for me. So that would be definitely first on the non-pandemic to-do list.
Yeah. And do you have any other hobbies that aren't music related?
Oh yeah, I'm like into so many random things. I love So I love dance, but I specifically love this one type of flow art. It's called flow wanding. And it's kind of related to hula hooping, but it's not like that. It's like this wand, like pretty large magician's wand, but you make it look like it's floating in the air, and it goes out 6 feet long, and it's really neat. Like I have some flow wanding videos on my YouTube. And then I really love art. I love drawing, and I love nature. I love animals. So I'm just into like a bunch of random stuff.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I thought you meant the the exercise video with the wands and they like bang them real. That confuses me. I don't know.
Yeah, I've seen that too. And no, can't handle that.
I don't know. That's cool though.
Thank you.
So I guess a little bit of a lead in when you talk about performing live, going to festivals, etc. It's a topic we were going to hit later, but I had the question lined up. So I saw an article, the band, the Flaming Lips. I'm sure you're familiar with the Flaming Lips.
Yes.
They recently did a concert about a week ago where them and the audience were all in plastic bubbles. Would you ever even consider doing something like, do you ever have the urge to play that bad that you would stick yourself and your band on plastic bubbles and audience in plastic bubbles?
Honestly, I think I would consider that. Yeah. It seems odd, but it's like, that might be a really fun experience. Like, it's just so different. It would almost look like it's part of the performance to be like in these weird bubbles or something. It's performance art.
Yeah. It seemed very unique, unlike anything I've ever seen. They really looked like they were rocking, having a great time. And I'm like, you know what? I'm having a musician come on the show. I have to ask what their opinion would be of such a thing. I don't know if I could do it. We're going to do
this about other musicians if they'd be down for that.
Yeah, true.
All right. Hey, they're coming up with some creative ways that we can all see live music. So
yeah, I'm impressed.
Whew. But
It's a good thing.
do you have any Halloween plans?
I am planning on performing with the Rhythm Addicts at All Hallows Rager on Saturday night, a Halloween night, actually, at 11 p.m. So that's going to be really exciting. We have a whole band group costume ready to go. And so it's going to be really fun. I love Halloween.
That sounds
Same
amazing.
here. Yeah, as you might have, if you tuned in before you came on, we posted our top 5 favorite Halloween costumes, and Jewel got a little embarrassed, but you know, it's it's all in good fun. We love the holiday. We love all holidays. We're great with that. So what's next for Rachael Green? You got a couple songs out there blowing up, getting a lot of streams. Keep writing, or are you going to take a little break, or what's next?
I will never take a break. I'm going to keep going because I just like, this is so much fun for me, and this is my passion. So it's just amazing to be able to actually do it and have these opportunities. So what you can expect in the future is honestly like there's endless possibilities. So expect more collaborations, expect more performances with my bands that I've already performed with, maybe some more bands that I haven't performed with yet. I would say in terms of what genre I'm going to be making, don't have any expectations because I could go through any genre.
Nice. I like that. And we'll definitely be seeing you around. My sister just moved to Berks County.
Oh,
and,
nice.
Yeah, and Jeff's in Bucks, and I'm in Montgomery.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we're all around the area, and we would love to see you perform.
Oh my God, I would love that.
Yeah, and in studio when that all comes back.
That's gotta happen. Oh my gosh, that would be amazing.
That was like one of the big things that we set out for when we made the move to video. We were in the studio, so we're gonna have live bands come in and live musicians and play. And we had a few that came in with acoustic guitar or etc. and played in it. It was absolutely awesome. Yeah, we love that stuff. We're all about it. I haven't asked too many acts to do it here. We had Jody do it last week, but I don't ask too many people to do it here because the audio is a little shaky. I wanted to do justice to your performance. So you're off the hook this time. Next time we have you on, when more songs come out and you get bigger, absolutely.
We'll make it happen.
I like it. I absolutely like it. Have you been around the Philly scene much? I know, like we talked, you said you're mostly central. Have you been around the Philly scene? What do you think about the Philly music scene? Do you have enough exposure?
Oh my God. I would love to get more involved with the Philly music scene. I feel like I'm starting to get a little bit into the area with the Delco scene.
Yeah.
But I'm not super familiar because I don't live super close to there. But from what I've seen, oh my gosh, it looks it just looks so involved, and everyone's just really about it. And there's just so much artistry in the Philly music scene, and that's what I really love about it. I would love to really get more into that area and perform there. That would be great.
That seems to be the general theme. Like, it's
Yeah.
very inclusive, and it is like brotherly love. Like, everyone tries to help everyone. So I
Yeah.
mean, we will, be right there with you.
Yeah. It's such a warm, like, welcoming environment for musicians.
That's awesome.
I don't know if I could promise you a lot of money, but me and Jewel continue to kick around the idea of a Yo Show Fest with all our artists getting together one day and just blowing it up. Everybody getting some stage
That's awesome.
time.
And the money is the last thing. It's about the fun times and spreading the music. That's what matters.
Okay, so since money is the last matter, I will ask you, how much will you pay us to come to our festival?
Well, we'll have to talk about that.
Not a problem at all. We would love to have you. We definitely would like to invite you back when more music comes out, because we're already big fans. And this interview was everything that I hoped for, and you were great. You promoted it a lot for us and yourself as well. We had a great contact, and I finally spelled your name right, which I apologize for. And
it's okay. It's a common mistake.
And like you said, like, if you Google Rachael Green, you're going to get 1,000 Jennifer Aniston pictures.
It's
Make sure you
only
spell it
Jennifer
right.
Aniston.
Yeah. Make sure you spell it right, people. Rachael. Get it right. This way you can find it. Down the bottom, as I said before, you'll see the screen and the things that are coming on. The brand new single is Cicada. We played here earlier. It's now available on all major platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. It's everywhere. Check it out. It's definitely worth it. And again, check out her Monsters in the Closet Halloween playlist. It's perfect for Halloween. It's now available on her Spotify site. I like it. I thought it was great. And, I'm a Halloween fan, like we said, so check it out. The music is, I could describe it in so many ways, Rachael. It's sexy, it's seductive, it's deep, it's dark, it's mood music, like your audience said. And we are so glad we reached out. You've been absolutely amazing tonight.
Thank you so much, you guys. It's been amazing, and I'm so excited for next time. And keep up the awesome work yourself. You're both wonderful, and I can't wait for next time.
Thank you. Can you? I don't know if you can see my face with the lack of lighting, but I'm blushing. I'm very red.
Oh.
Also, if you're on Facebook, everybody, check out the page Rachael Green Sings. It's just that easy. Rachael Green Sings. Check out everything she does. She is a dedicated artist and is out to entertain us, and they're doing a great job. Rachael, thank you very much. Thank you to the entire Green family who came on tonight. I feel like we brought you all. Have a great Halloween. Have a great holiday season. And thank you. We'll talk to you very soon.
Yeah. See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Rachael Green, ladies and gentlemen. And wow, Jewel Tatey, like, awesome. Awesome is the word that comes to mind.
I would say, yes, awesome. She's so awesome. I am so excited. I love dedicated artists. And she's like, no, I'm not taking a break. Like, we're off. We're going. Another lockdown? Oh, well, we're still rocking.
Yeah.
I expect just great things because I dig her music. It's on my playlist. I know you laugh at me, but I have Napster. It's on my playlist, and I love it. It's going to be on my Halloween playlist as well, along with her stuff, because now I trust her taste in music too. So, Rachael Green Sings.
Absolutely, Rachael Green Sings. Definitely worth it. Definitely worth checking out. Check out her music. Amazing interviewers. Loved watching this. Thank you very much, Michael Green. Feel free to stick around. Got a lot more coming up if you're enjoying what you're seeing. I know a lot of people come for the guests, but and we do a decent job. Speaking of the guests, we are going to crank out Napster. Man, is Napster still around? Oh yeah, Napster. You do Napster, right?
I pay $4.99 for it.
That's right. We should get into that. You guys are, there's just so many great comments coming out about us as well. And like I said, Rachael has a great following, and people that are really getting interested in sharing it. We thank you all for that. Coming up at 9:15, we kick off our brand new segment, Look Out Local. We're going to have Lisa Ford on from Epic College Consulting. Can't wait for that. Rachael's mom said excellent show. Thank you, Miss Green. One more from our guest tonight. This is The Monster Within. We're going to play this one here for you, Jewel, and it's a cool one. I like this song a lot. Coming up next on the O Show, tonight's very special guest, once again, Miss Rachael Green. Song is The Monster Within, and we'll be back with you in a few minutes right here live on the O Show.
I awoke from a deep slumber in a cold, dark room going under. Leaving my peace of mind, this half the piece of me left behind. I back down, fell into the cracks on the floor. My soul break down, became my allure. Became my allure. Want to see me bring it all down. Red, orange, and yellow. Come on, bring the fire on top of my collar. Frankenstein, I'll be there. I tried to escape, but I had enough. Then you interrupt. Grab the book of mine, I'm thinking cross. And these are flaws. It's just on me. The monster within. I tried to escape, but I had enough. Then you interrupt. Became close, and it's just under me, the monster within. When you lock me away, I go stronger every day. Got the pain, but only more of the monster is just under me, the monster within. The monster, the monster within. To see me bring it all down. Red, orange, and yellow. Come on with the fire on top of my crown. Want to see me bring it all down. Red, orange, and yellow. God, wear the fire on top of my crown. Taking my allure. The monster, please have me. The monster, please have me and carved it into the key. The monster, we both are free, but it's the monster who were me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, baby. That is just, man. Right,
Watch it go.
right, right in the chest, Joel. You feel it right in the chest. That beat, that so awesome. Monster Within. Tonight's very special guest, Rachael Green, and the comments just keep coming. Everybody loves it, and yay, Monster Within, and crank it up, and yeah, we did. We cranked it up, and what a great guest tonight, Joel Tate, Rachael Green. Give us your summary, because you had a lot to say to me during the music about how big you see the future for Rachael Green.
Oh my God, of course I do. I mean, she is just right there. Like, and she graced us with her presence at the start of her career, which is going to be phenomenal. Joey was here. She was jamming. She ripped my headphones off so she could listen to the music, and she was dancing. She thought it was Billie Eilish. She's great. I'm telling you, the kids love it. The kids love the songs. I love the song. I'm such a fan.
Yeah, it's absolutely great. And of course, reached out to Facebook and had to tell her she's amazing and give us a little heart emoji, and excellent.
Oh, my hair. What's happening?
All right. No, I'm just situating. So that was awesome. Rachael Green, thank you very much. We have just more great things coming up in the very near future. We're going to get to our lineup of guests coming up soon. As you know, 9:15 tonight, we're going to start our Lookout Local segment with Lisa Ford. Lovely, love Lisa Ford, Jules. She is very, very intelligent, also very sweet. Just a great girl. And her project, it's Epic College Consulting, is impressive. And it's really something that the kids need. I mean, I tried years back. I'll be honest. I'm probably going to ask her about this, when she comes on, and post it up there for everybody to see. I tried years back to get into college, way past high school.
Really?
And and I was dumbfounded by how to apply, what to enroll in, how to get financial aid, and I'm just like, I'm never going to college.
It's a lot.
It is. It is a lot. Wow. Absolutely. So let's hope tonight that people can learn a thing or two from Lisa when she comes on. And she said, I just hope people are coming to check me out. I hope so too, Lisa, because you're great.
Yeah.
And that's
So,
coming up. She's lovely. We're going to do a couple of our quick segments. Now, Jewel, I got to admit, I got so excited last week and I got such great reviews when we did rapid fire topics that I might hold off on topics to the end because I love that.
Yeah, that was pretty good. And you had some good ones tonight.
Yeah, we do.
Throw them in there.
We got a lot of them. We're going to do something. We're going to do something new that me and Joel have come up with, and I don't know if they're out there watching. You don't want to mention it to them. You want to kind of surprise them with the press, but it's called What to Listen to. We're going to recommend some podcasts because being in this field, you get to hang out in a lot of podcast groups. There's tons of them on Facebook, and you get to meet a bunch of other people that do a lot of great things, helping promote each other. So, Joel, I'm going to start out with mine, and hopefully we do this right, and hopefully we do justice to the people who put the hours in to make them, and hopefully it's something new you can find. Mine, my first one, and it's a lovely young lady. It's called the Psychedelic Podcast, and it's hosted by a terrific girl, Tina Marie Trimpert. I got a picture here. I hope I said your name right, Tina. But Tina does just such great work with all kind of stuff and all kind of like podcasts and promoting and things of that nature. Of course, I forgot to download the picture of her. Nice going, Jeffrey. But anyway, it's the Psychedelic Podcast, and Tina's the host, and it's great. It's got a little bit of everything. There's some deep thought processes in it. There's some humor in it, as they say as well. She's very very catching. She's very pronounced on the show. She really that captures you and lets you listen, and you get to enjoy it. She has great guests come on the show as well. I'm going to kind of shoot a little line. There it is right there where you can find the Psychedelic Podcast on YouTube. You could also find it on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Switcher, Spotify, and more. She does a lot of great work, Jewel, with the indie podcast on Facebook, and great individual, one that maybe you'll check out as well. I even talked to Tina about doing a spot on our show. She's part of a network, so she said we have to go through the network, but that's okay. We'd love to get a podcaster like this in our program.
Very nice. Yeah, that sounds like right up my alley.
It is. I think you would enjoy it. And I said she's very cool, and she's traveled the world. She got a lot of great stories to tell as well. But I said it does have a nice, fun, lightheartedness to it, kind of like our show. It's not, it's not boring, and it doesn't just hold you there and say this is the product that you have to like it. It's all over the board. Exactly. Jewel, you picked one. I feel so bad. I forgot to get the pictures up. Tell us a little bit about yours.
I would say lighthearted too. I'm glad we're on the same page with this.
Yeah.
But yes, local gal, Nicole McCallick, and I hope I'm saying that right.
That sounds right.
Why are you following me? And she's so cute and she's so bubbly, and she interviews all types of people just like we do here. She had a wellness coach on. She had CBS News anchors. Like, she knows a lot of people. She worked at one of the Philly radio stations too. So she has some great connections, and she just like worked her way up, but she found her way in podcasting, and it's so cute. And I really enjoyed listening. She's actually like like a lot of mutual friends too, from like people I worked with.
Really?
But I dig the podcasts that sound like my friends. Like, all right, like
Right.
it's a girls' night. I can kick it. I can listen
Yeah.
to this one and have a good time. And I don't like unless it's like I don't know, a gory true crime. Either gory true crime or I'm kicking it and want to have a glass of wine
Agreed.
with my girls. So either or, I'm down with.
And there's a lot of them out there. I spent the weekend getting into it. I'm into ones that actually have the word geek or nerd in the title because a
Yeah.
lot of them are movies or toys or old games, stuff like that. So there's a lot of them out there. We're going to be bringing a different one to you each week. These are our two this week, of course. And I'll just reflash them. We'll leave Jules on here for now. The Why Are You Following Me? And I love that name too.
I
Why Are
love
You
that
Following
name.
Me is a great name.
Yeah.
And again, you can find that Why Are You Following Me with Nicole McCallick, Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio, Podchaser, Stitcher, and more. There's so many platforms now to find podcasts, and there's a lot of great ones out there. So we're going to help you every week. So check that out. Check out Nicole's show. I know I will. Me and Jewel kind of wait till the day of to tell each other what we found. So I'll be looking into yours, and hopefully you'll look into mine as well, which is, once again, for the folks at home, the Psychedelic podcast hosted by Tina Marie Trimpert. Again, a lot of your great sites, YouTube, Apple, Spotify, all the great sites. Check out these two great new podcasts. And you know what? If you're out there in the audience watching, come in next week and comment. Say, hey, I listened to this and I love it. Or, hey, I listened to this and it sucked. Well, don't say it sucked. They don't suck. They're good. I don't steer. I wouldn't steer you wrong, and no Jewel wouldn't steer you wrong.
Nope. That's what we do. Try to
That
find
is
the
what
best.
we do. I'm waiting to see the Rachael Green podcast. She was a little she was fun, but I told her the other day, I said, because she's like, I like to just kick back, be myself, get in my zone, curse. I'm like, hey, you can curse like a sailor on this show. We welcome that here. We welcome that here on the O Show. And speaking of,
I was just saying we haven't had like a big dirty cursor on in a long time.
Yeah, we already have. We had some back before audio.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to dropping a message off to Lisa Ford, our guest. She's trying to navigate her way into our system, so she'll be here soon, and hopefully it works out well. We might have her on. She might be coming on from her phone, whatever works to get you on the show.
Yeah.
And told her we'll take it nice and easy on her, Yo Show style.
Kim Kardashian's birthday today.
Oh wow! Happy birthday to Kim's butt.
She's 40. The butt is 5 years old.
Yeah, but 5-year-old butt, 40-year-old butt. Oh, look, I found the scroll. Top 5. Oh, because I made it. Never mind. Wow. So, yes, we did that with the Listen to Podcast recommendations. Let's do Man Cave Scores, Joel Tatey. That's Man Cave Scores. Every segment's got his own song. Man Cave Scores. We need artists to make songs for us. That was terrible. So my first Man Cave score, Jewel, and I got to share this because this is absolutely unbelievable. After many months of being lost and many months of me feeling that attorneys would become knocking on my door any second when my wife walks out, I found my wedding ring.
Oh my God.
I found my wedding ring in my boots that I haven't worn in a month.
Did you replace it or,
No, you know what happens, and I figured it out real quick. Usually I'll go to bed. I'll leave my wedding ring on top of my cell phone and my glasses all together. So it must have been the night where Henry woke up at 4 a.m. barking. I probably grabbed it, knocked
Why
it into
do you
the
not
boot.
sleep with it?
Because you don't sleep with jewelry on. Do you sleep with jewelry on?
Do I sleep with
Jewelry.
With everything on.
Sorry,
Last
fellas.
night I slept with a hoodie on.
Hoodie?
Yeah.
Too hot for hoodies.
It was. That was a bad choice.
Yeah,
but
it's
you
hot
don't
out.
sleep with it on, so you put it next to your bed with
on the
on top of
nightstand.
your phone.
I've never had a problem before.
It's dark, so it's
Yeah,
hard to see.
it went in the boot. and I lost it until tonight when I went to put the boot on. I'm like, damn, something is driving into my foot. Also on Man Cave Scores, Jules, Jules, I'm calling you Jules. As you know, as you all may know, I started getting more into the collecting cards thing and football cards, and I've been lucky to find probably the hottest young rookie in the NFL right now, and that's my man Justin Herbert. I got 3 great pieces from my man Justin Herbert. This is the Justin Herbert Rookie Phenoms card. And the neat thing about this, Jewel, if you look, they give a little patch. It's like a little jersey patch in the corner.
Oh.
Yeah, very cool. Herbert.
Oh, like of his jersey?
Yeah, like a little like jersey worn patch piece. Really cool.
So where are they getting this jersey that they're taking patches from?
I'm sure they got one big jersey, and they just cut it up. And it's not a big piece. There's a rated rookie of Justin Herbert and his Elite Series. Justin Herbert. Herbert is the quarterback for the Los Angeles Chargers. He's just been tearing it up, Joe. He's been terrific. So I'm a fan. I also found my old, now look at this, my old Pitbull microphone prop from my Pitbull prop from 4 years ago. I still got the Freddie Mercury one too on this stand. So I've got I got all my things.
I'm gonna get one of those old school microphones, the silver ones.
That'd be pretty cool. You said you got some for us tonight too.
Oh, well, well, I got another one. So now I'm developing a collection, I guess, if there's more than one, right? So I had this. I've been meaning to put it on my car, but it's a Wonder Woman license plate, right?
Okay, yeah.
That's cool.
I like it.
But like,
especially this Wonder Woman.
What am I gonna do? I can't like put it on my car. I already have a license plate. I'm not in Jersey. I can't put one in the front. But look what my sister got me. She found it on a flea market. I am the biggest I Love Lucy fan, and we just love it together. So look what she got me.
Oh, that is awesome. It really is.
Stand it up a little. Isn't that cool? She gets me the coolest gifts.
That is pretty cool.
I love Lucy. My other sister, she got me when I was little.
Is there any way to shut these?
I don't know.
Sorry.
She got me a Vita Vegemin shirt when I was little, and she went to Disney on a class trip. So my sisters know I love Lucy.
Aw, I love Lucy too. I was always a fan, and it's funny, and you know, I don't try to be closed-minded, but I was never really a fan of female comedians. I really don't know why.
Yeah, you said that.
Yeah, and you know, there's something about their delivery. And a matter of fact, we went again this past weekend. I want to give a shout out again to my boys from Triggered Radio, Andrew and Anthony. We did go back to the amateur comedy night, and it was really good. And they had a female on who I thought was pretty funny.
Oh, they did? How was she?
She was good. She had she was kind of like a tougher woman, but real nice. She was actually real nice though. Oh, Jen Himes is late because she had a huge migraine, but no new pops. I have not found any new pops. Speaking of which, I just got a text from my collecting buddy Christian. He found like a Batman. It's called like the Batman Art Series, I believe. Funko Pop found it hidden in a Target store, so somebody's trying to hide it and come back. He found it's nice, so it's like got all like the ink all over Batman. All really cool. A little jealous.
Nice.
He finds everything. He's one of those people that finds everything.
I want to get one of those like skull Wonder Womans. You've seen them, but they have all the different superheroes, and they're like, it's like their skull.
Yeah, and I like that. It's cool. I'm surprised you didn't make a move for the pink one. They've got the breast cancer awareness.
They do.
Yeah, there's Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman, I believe Harley Quinn, and then I just seen a Batgirl one over at Target. The Batgirl one obviously isn't really hard to find. There's tons of them in Target. The pink Batgirl.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're out now. Oh my God, how do I shut this off?
What is that?
It's a notification thing because I guess my wife's got something on. All right, so Lisa's gonna be with us in a few minutes. She is working on computer number 2 because computer number 1 wouldn't let her in. It keeps blocking pop-ups. Do we have pop-ups? We might.
Camera 2.
Camera 1, camera 2. So Lisa will be on shortly. Before she comes on, Jewel Tatey, groundbreaking news. And if you're not on here, get on here right away because according to TMZ, Carol Baskin admits to being bisexual.
Lock up your cats.
Lock up your cats. So maybe she did.
That was good timing. Look at you.
Maybe she was involved in this murder because she just doesn't like men.
She doesn't like men. That guy was like a puppy dog, following her around, doing her bidding, shoving her husband in a meat grinder. Now she's out for the ladies.
I didn't
Watch
watch.
her back. What?
I didn't.
She did.
I didn't know. I did not watch one bit. I did not watch a second of, what is it, Lion King?
Tiger King.
Tiger King. Lion King. Tiger King. Sorry. I did not.
Savannah.
I did not watch.
You
sorry.
didn't watch. You said you watched.
No, I didn't. I did not watch. Not a minute.
You're so full of it. I'm pretty sure you watched the whole thing.
I have not watched one
You
second.
loved it. I saw Tiger and Tiger saw me.
All right, so let's behave with your horrible singing because we have somebody in the green room. We're trying to make a professional, good impression. But before we bring the guest on, I'm going to ask you, Lisa. I know you can hear us. Did you ever see Tiger King?
Of course you did.
I can't hear you say. You can just shake me yes or no. Yes, she did. Ah, damn it. All right, let's get on to our next segment because this is brand new and something we're ultra excited to do. Something me and Jewel have been talking about for quite a while, and it is called Look Out Local. And what we do, we're going to feature local businesses, local people, local artists, chefs, anything you do local to help.
Yes.
We're going to advertise. And it all started really, the segment started with Lisa, where she said, hey, do you mind if I come on and talk about what I do? And I said, absolutely. I'm like, you know what? Let's make it a goddamn weekly segment. So here we are. And so, of course, Lisa Ford is our very special guest tonight, representing Epic College Consulting. So we're just going to tell us a thing or two about what's all involved in enrolling in college. Maybe I can listen, maybe try it again, Jules, so I don't screw it up. Ladies and gentlemen, our very special guest, Lisa Ford. Lisa, good evening.
Hi, how are you, Jeff? How are you, Joel?
Hi.
We are
good, how are you?
fantastic. And I want to thank you, first of all, for being the guinea pig, so to speak, for this new little segment. And again, it was kind of your idea. You said, look, I'd like to come on, if you don't mind, and talk about Epic College Consulting. I'm like, that's a great idea. Why not? And I said, there's so many people that want to come on and discuss what they do. Why not? So let's basically get right into it. Tell the folks a little something about Epic College Consulting, what you do, and what kind of services do they offer?
Okay, so basically, for a full-time job, I help to guide the lives of high school students who are going into careers or in college, and that's what I do on a regular basis. So I found out that there are consultants who basically do not have the same level of experience or training to do what I do. So on a regular basis, I'm always working with students and helping and working with the college professionals, working with college admissions, working with scholarship sites, all sorts of things like that. And I'm continually helping these students. I mean, we have basically we've also basically earned over $6 million in scholarships on a regular. So I was just giving advice out there. I was just telling, parents and students and anyone who asked, I would tell them what I could do to help them and to kind of guide them in the direction. And then I sort of parlayed it into a company. And EPIC stands for Educating Parents Investigating College. So that's where that came from.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's very cool. How was your counseling experience when you were in high school? Did you have a lot of help? Is that what?
No, not an ounce. And I see that a lot. I'm very lucky because I work in a private setting where I individually work with these students. So I have to know their ins and outs, their SATs, their GPAs, I help them with their essays. I have to help them get scholarships. I have to answer for what they're majoring in, which colleges they've applied to. So it's a blueprint, a spreadsheet that I keep track of each and every student on a regular. So when I started working with clients and consulting, I kind of had the same idea. Let me work with these students. Let me come up with a blueprint of what I can do to help them. I work with college representatives on a regular. I see the scholarships. I know the representatives. So I can do that in the way that I can now do it in a private sector, and I consult to help individuals with their college experience.
That's so cool, because I remember my high school counselor was not that involved. I mean, I only had Penn State in mind. That was the only
Not
place I was allowed to go. So,
And yeah, absolutely.
but what would you say to someone who's like, I don't know, my niece is a senior and she's completely undecided. Like, she's very art focused and music, but like she doesn't even know if college is right for her, but she feels like if she doesn't go, then she might miss out. So what would your advice be for someone like her?
Well, the first thing I would say is to take a career profile test and see what it is that she may want to do. There's a number of tests out there that can see what their aptitude, what her aptitudes are, her interest, her success levels, the areas that interest her. And then once we did that, then I would start to look at colleges that reflect those interests, look at different parts of, such as where she wants to study, what she wants to study, what factors are involved. Build kind of it becomes like a game plan. So when students understand that they're like a product, and when they are shopping for a car, it's just like a business. You buy
Sure.
a car for whoever gives you the best bang for your buck, and they become the product. So the colleges want to bring them in if they feel that they're going to reflect well upon the colleges. So what we do is we build the story. We build the story to bring the students in, to get them the best bang for their buck, and then they create a spreadsheet and they can kind of get an idea of, okay, which college should I go to, and then make the college, kind of fight for them. So we turn it around.
And it makes them so much more confident that they have like a direction to go. Like,
absolutely.
I knew so many people who were just like walking around with the chicken with their head cut off.
Right. And the sad thing about it is COVID exists right now.
Right.
So unfortunately, with teachers themselves just trying to just work on the academics, the college application process is just thrown to the side, and the graduation process and all of that. So unfortunately, counselors, especially myself, we deal with a lot of socio-emotional issues right now. There's so many anxieties that exist that the actual application process is getting lost. And this is the time to start applying and start to create the futures. So it helps students, it helps parents when they have an individual that they can go to, direct specific questions, get some guidance, get some direction. It helps them a lot to have someone to work with. And I'm an average mom. I have a child who's a freshman in college. So I'm right there with them. I'm not someone who's not, part of the scene and someone who's away from the scene. I'm a mom who goes through exactly what they go through. And it helps to develop a level of confidence to know that someone's right there with them. But I'm lucky enough that I have developed, some level of expertise.
That sounds so comforting that they have.
I know. It's great. And it's funny because when you reached out to me, now I've known Lisa basically just from hanging out different places and concerts, etc. like that. But LoSo events and hearing you come out and speak about what you do is great. And that's why I like this segment. So you get to really know people's contributions, and what you do is excellent. So let's talk about something that you asked me to advertise, and I definitely want to because this sounds pretty awesome for the college student looking. It's actually scrolled it down the bottom. It's going to be a virtual college information night. Sunday, November 1st at 6 p.m. If you go on Facebook, find Epic College, EPIC, Epic College Consulting on Facebook, and you can get into this event. What can we expect from this event? What kind of advice and what can we look forward to?
I will walk you through basically the ins and outs of the college application process. I will give you the little tips and the little, the things I've picked up along the lines. I will help to answer questions that, might need to be answered, and basically just do the whole process, presentation to let you know what's involved and what's different. I mean, with COVID right now, things are so different. There's things that are not going. I mean, for example, it's a shame, but SATs and ACTs, which are the college ready tests that you have to take, they're at 50% capacity. So not many students are getting to take the SATs and ACTs as they used to take them. And if they are taking them, they're not going, they're not being used in the same way. So what is going to be used instead for, getting into colleges? What are they going to look at instead? Also, there are like 1,200 colleges right now that are test optional. So we can talk about, that route. We're going to have to look at things like extracurriculars, community service, academic, like you create basically a game plan as to what the student wants to do, where they want to go, and then we work that out. So it's going to be a lot of tricks of the trade and things that I've picked up along the line.
I mean, this year is so crazy. I couldn't imagine being a student or having a student in those grades, because high school is so pivotal and it's like your future, like you're planning your future. And
Absolutely.
I mean, along with the mental health issues, and I know you're a mental health professional, what advice would you have for anyone dealing with, I mean, maybe they have it, maybe they have a child that has it. What would your advice be through this time and just trying to even find a college or even look?
What I would say is try to ignore that COVID exists, because we all have to be optimistic in the sense that one day we're hoping COVID will go away and that things will return back to normal. And the child and the parent is going to want that the child's already started that process. I mean, my daughter's over at college right now. It's an interesting turn of events. Sometimes they're online. So they just went, they did have some COVID spikes. So they did have to quarantine for a while. But knowing that she's there and that she will continue, those 4 years, and she will have that college degree. And that's the idea. I mean, it's very sad for 2021, the college graduates, because they're graduating in a very unusual time period. But plan for the college direction, plan for future direction, and just try to act like COVID is not there. Don't let COVID take away all the dreams. Don't let COVID take away all the possibilities, and just keep going for what the plan, is, what the student wants, what the child wants. Find the alternative route and make it happen.
Yeah, we have to adapt. I mean, everyone does.
Absolutely.
And I find myself like looking at the news all day, and
Right.
that's not healthy. So thank you. And I think everyone can learn from that and just, barrel through this time.
Absolutely. And I thank you for this opportunity to speak and share some of my information.
We love it. You've got a great handle on it. Got a great voice. Maybe you should do your own podcast. And I was talking to Jewel a few minutes ago before you came on, years back, even as a guy at my age. At the time, I was, I think, 40. And I wanted to go back to school, and I looked at a place and just got blown away by the process. What advice would you give to an older person who may want to re-pursue school?
It's never too late. It's never too late. I happen to be a big proponent of education. I believe that, education changes the world. I work in an area. I actually dealt with a situation today where a number of my students who live in Trenton had to deal with a shooting.
Yes, I heard, yes.
Yes. So a number of my students were there with me, and they were saying they wanted to get out of the area. They wanted to change their life. And I said, don't forget, education is what can do this. If you're unhappy with where you live, you're unhappy with what you're going through, then you have to make that choice and you have to make that decision to change your life. And education is what can do it. It doesn't necessarily have to be a college education, which I am obviously a proponent for college education, but for vocational education, for going in the military, some sort of decision, make a post-secondary plan, work towards that, give the effort to do that, and keep on that plan. Don't let COVID take away the possibilities and opportunities, because once these students graduate, they're in the real world.
Yeah, and it's a whole different ballgame.
Absolutely. And it could be tomorrow that COVID ends. And then where's this child going to be? Where's the student who's now going to be an adult, going to be at this point in time? So don't let COVID take away the possibilities. And when you're talking about someone who's older, I do have friends who are in their 40s or whatever and turn around and say, what do I do now? figure it out, make another game plan. I'm not done. I'm here. I'm starting out, another move. You continually grow. You can continually fight for what you want, go for your direction, and don't let anything stop you. You just have to work towards it.
I love that.
That's terrific. It's great advice. Jewel is a college graduate. I felt silly for never being a college graduate, but I will tell you now, as a guy who had a field all his life that wanted to get out of that field, if you don't have any college to fall back on, you're having a hard time getting work.
You have to have something. You have
Right.
to have something. It doesn't necessarily have to be a college education. You can go the vocational end. You can go in the military, but you have to have some plan. Like when I first started at my job, they asked me if I could assure that each and every student who graduates will have a college education. No, I can't, because each and every student does not want a college education. But what I can assure is that I will work with each and every student to have some sort of post-secondary plan. And that post-secondary plan is not determined by me. I can't say this is what you should do. Each person determines their own plan. And then, as we know, sometimes those plans take another direction, another direction, another direction. But once you're planted enough that you've started the process and you've started the journey, then you can continue to grow upon that journey and use that direction to move you.
Do you feel like the college age kids or the senior age kids today have like such a different outlook than say 15, 20 years ago? Because I mean, it
So much
seems like that was
technology.
my only option. It was like that or get a trade, but like a trade for me wouldn't be as, you know what I mean? So I went in to Penn State and I just took general ed classes because I didn't pick a major until I was a junior. And even then, I kicked myself because I was bouncing around the idea. But like, what do you think is different
I
today?
think it's so different because students can actually create their own major. Like, for example, my daughter said to me, "Mom, I have to do a project on engineering and psychology." And I'm like, how do the two things go together? Well, she found some sort of program that literally follows your eye movement and your facial structures to see how you think and then mark it to you. And if you look on Facebook, which we're all on, all you have to do is think about something and all of a sudden it's advertising.
Yeah.
Years ago, I sat down with a grandmom who was very upset that her child wanted to, or her grandchild wanted to major in interactive media. What can you do with interactive media? Are you kidding me? It's everywhere.
Yes.
So you can literally create your own major. You can create a major and a minor. You can have your own major with a minor. There are so many different aspects to it. So it's kind of like you think it, you design it, you can do it. You just have to work towards it, and that's what I help these students to understand, that, okay, you want to do it, make it happen. Let's figure out your direction. And sometimes that's hard for the student to figure it out. And there's nothing wrong with going undeclared or undecided, but you start the journey. And that's if you want to go to college, if you want to do the vocational route. I mean, honestly, I have plenty of friends who own businesses who can monopolize the market right now because of the fact that there are so many people who have college educations and they have, vocational education, so they can monopolize it. And then you can combine it. It's just, the world is your oyster, but you have to go for your dream, your journey, and do it. Not just say, I wish, I want. This to me is my dream, my journey. It scares me to be here live and to be doing what I'm doing, but it makes me feel good that I make other people succeed. And when I have students who come back 5-6 years later and say, can you help me now? Can you give me this direction? Can you do that? And it feels great, and especially in the fact that I work in an urban inner city environment, and to see these students, advance and move out of a direction that can really hold negative aspects of their life and move in a successful. I have students who are going off to be lawyers, to be doctors. I've one student who is going into the military to be an officer because she just graduated. It's amazing the things you can do when you take control of your own physical direction. And I went to Washington High School in Philadelphia. And so, I didn't have the greatest education. I didn't have the greatest direction. And somehow along those lines, I found my way, and now I try to work with other students to find their way.
That is awesome. Now, you went to Washington High School, so
I did, and I made it out alive.
you, you talk about the education, but I know you had Aldo's Pizza because everybody has Aldo's
Of
Pizza.
course I did, and sandwich board and milkshakes, absolutely. But I didn't have someone directing me at that moment. I didn't
Yeah.
have someone telling me what I should do. I didn't have someone. My mom always told me I was going to go to college. I didn't believe her. I never believed I was going to go to college.
Wow.
I was one of the only ones out of my group of friends who actually did. And then when I did, and I graduated, and then I went on and I got my master's, and it's just sort of changed. It's like you can do it. You just have to believe in yourself, and then having someone there who directs you and believes in you makes it even more possible. And I love being that individual that can do that for children and for students.
Right.
It's
Even
terrific.
one person makes all the difference, and you're their support system. And just thank you.
Not
for-
always, but I try.
It's
That's
a
awesome.
terrific job. Epic College Consulting is the company. Lisa Ford is the fantastic representative that takes care of your needs. Obviously, feel free to reach out and get the information you need because it's difficult out there. And check out the Virtual College Information Night, Sunday, November 1st, 6 p.m. Again, you can find Epic College Consulting on Facebook. There's an event made for it. Click going. Check it out. Get on there and let Lisa walk you through probably the most important decision of your young life. Definitely. And Lisa, you're out there helping young children sculpt minds. And as you see right now, something we definitely need badly. Lisa, I want to thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you
And
both for having me on.
Absolutely. And kind of introducing this program because we love it. What I'd like to do with you is bring you back probably midsummer and let me know how that rigmarole is going with kids starting to pound for
Absolutely.
September classes and August classes. And we'll keep up with it. Definitely. We'd like to see you then, like I said, in summertime. Until then,
That's great.
hopefully we see you at the Yo Show Halloween Bash and come out and hang out.
You'll see me there. I'm ready.
All right. Come grab a drink and we'll talk about the show stuff.
Absolutely.
Lisa, thank you so much for your time.
Thank
I
you
really
so much
appreciate it.
for having me.
Lisa Ford, ladies and gentlemen. Awesome. Epic College Consulting. Have a great night, Lisa. Thank you.
You too. Thank you very much.
My
Take
pleasure.
care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Jewel, I got to tell you, that whole segment made me feel great. I love it. I love it.
I love this. It's
Me
amazing.
too.
I love
it's-
her. I didn't get to meet her. This is awesome.
And Rachel's mom, and she said, Joe, I got to show you this real quick before we go on. She's just telling people it's their new favorite show and to tune in every Wednesday.
Okay.
Rachel Green's
That's
mom.
awesome. Thank
Rachel
you so
Green's
much.
mom is like,
You're the sweetest.
she's like my new honorary mom.
That's so sweet. Thank
You're
you
like-
so much. Oh
You're
my
like the Yo Show's
Lord.
mom.
Whew.
You're the Yo Show's mom. That's just great. That's awesome. Thank you very much.
I'll send them t-shirts, BT dubs.
And thank you very much to Lisa Ford. And I know it was, again, she'd reached out a few weeks ago. She said, I'd like to come on the Yo Show and talk about what I do. And I'm thinking about something like, why don't we do that more? There's a lot of great people in this area. And there's also people out there that need help. Like you hear, and then that's the big thing. And she said, you hear a lot of people in society today saying, I can't, or I'm stuck, or it'll never happen for me. And I get it. Somebody like Lisa is out there to help. Like I said, tune in. They're doing a live Facebook virtual show November 1st to kind of teach you, learn it.
I'm going to drag Duck by her coattails, and she's going to sit there and be there because, she's so artistic and musical, but she's like thinking about college, but she doesn't know if it's the right path because she wants to do something more like this would be the right thing for her to do just to get some ideas,
Agreed. And I think it's awesome. And I said, check out Lisa. Obviously, she speaks very well. Her voice comes out more clear on this thing than mine does. I got to find out what she uses. I'm jealous.
Her microphone is nice. I know. My microphone, a baby one.
Her voice is like razor. Her voice is razor sharp. I'm like, wow. Can you teach podcasting?
Good business.
What night is that? What night is podcast teaching? That's great. Thank you again, Lisa. If you're out there, and I will text her again. Thank her for coming on. And she says she'll be at the Halloween party. So we I look forward to meeting her and talking with her a little bit there.
Great
I've
time.
said her before. couple pieces I got to do, and one is Jewel. You remember, of course, the Bucks County Food Drive, where Jewel and I sat here for about 18 hours, brought on live bands, supported this great cause for the Bucks County Food Drive, raised thousands of dollars and tons of food for the needy. Well, that group is at it again. Deborah Metz and Tracy Collado, who came on earlier to say hello, like she always does. She's great. But this weekend, something new, Jewel. It's a baby drive. And what they're looking for is brand new items for babies, diapers, wipes, baby food, formula, anything new. Of course, definitely now with COVID, it's got to be new, that can help out babies. And it's at the same place the food drive was. Mary's Cupboard is, of course, the parent company behind it. Saturday, October 23rd, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And you can donate at 100 Levittown Parkway or 499 Beechwood Road in Langhorne. And of course, that is the Memorial Park, or you can do it at Mary's Cupboard, which is at St. Mike's Church. Another great project by these great people. And again, it's going to Mary's Cupboard, so it's people who are in need to have little babies that need these essentials. True.
This is amazing. I will be there. It's close. It's close too. That's so cool.
Yeah, I was really happy to get it. Deb reached out to me yesterday and she said, "Would you mind putting us out on the show?" Because your response last time was so great. And absolutely, it's a terrific cause. And again, Deb and Tracy just put out their tireless effort to really help needy people, and it's awesome. We were thrilled to be part of the food drive. We got nice letters from the church and from Mary's Cupboard and everybody. So it's always my pleasure to put out something like this. Again, it's a baby drive, new items only, diapers, wipes, baby food, formula, anything a little baby could need. Mary's Cupboard. It's Saturday, October 23rd, 10 to 1, right here in the Langhorne area, 100 Levittown Parkway or 499 Beechwood Road in Langhorne. If you can't make it, you can always donate gift cards. Cash are always accepted. Find the event on Facebook, the Baby Drive event. You could actually, if you look up events and type in Baby Drive, you can find it. There's a picture of an adorable little baby kind of looking through her legs, like upside down. It's just adorable.
Is that the one right across from the Walmart?
Yes, I believe that is. Yes.
Okay. So you can go to Walmart and then go over there. Everything helps. Guys, maybe I'll go over and do a little blip. That's great. I would love to help out.
I agree. Just pick up a little something. What I think happens here, Joy, I think like after so many pictures posted, it starts to delete some. Because I'm telling you, I put the picture of the little baby and everything. I had it. No, I don't have it.
Just do the pose. Do the pose.
That's all we need from it. Again, another one, and we mentioned this last week, and it's still going on. And if you're out there, make sure you get involved in this. My cousin Donnie Young, of course, is one of the people that is helping run this. It's Pennies in Action. And Pennies in Action, Cure Within Crusade. They're actually doing research for new cancer treatments and new medications that kind of help people that without going through chemotherapy. And it's immune therapy research. You do read reports. You're making great strides. Check it out. Again, www.penniesinaction.rallybound.org. You can give a donation or you could do an event. $10 per person, register, and you could do something for 20 minutes. We should have did the show. We should have did like show segments and had people support us. I'm going to have to donate because didn't even think of it.
Yeah.
My cousin Donna, who's a great representative, just said, do something you're good at for 20 minutes at a shot and let people give you money, kind of like a charity drive. And I'm like, all right. And I couldn't think of anything. And here I am sitting.
I don't know what I could do.
Especially cancer. And cancer is big. From the likes of people like Eddie Van Halen just passed away from it. Jeff Bridges, everybody knows Jeff Bridges, just came out and said he had cancer. It's a story we're going to do. And instead of making it a QT rapid fire thing, we'll do it here where it's very important. And I know, Julie, you've had family members go through cancer. My father passed away from cancer. So it is a horrible disease. It needs our full attention. And it definitely needs a better cure. So check out Pennies in Action Fund, Cure Within the Crusade, www.penniesinaction.rallybound.org. Make a donation, do a little event, something to have people follow you and donate. Yeah, absolutely.
Especially this month, like I know, like people are really struggling, and there hasn't been an agreement on a deal. So people are really, really hurting, especially
Yeah.
this time. So whatever you can give, if anything, helps. So we appreciate it.
Exactly. And it's not like we're asking you to support millionaires. We have babies and we have cancer patients. Exactly. Um, yeah. So, yeah, definitely be on the lookout for that. So it's very important. So thank you. And we hope everybody gets out there and at least donates to something. If not, just I do those random things. Joel, how about you? I go to the supermarket and it says, would you like to round off the 76 cents to this or that? And I always do. And the pet one definitely, I was at the pet store the other day, bought my dog some wet food, and it came up at the end. Would you like to donate $2, $5, $10 to help homeless pets or whatever? And the girl behind the register just rings me and says, "Hey, your total's this." And I made the donation. She, oh, you donated. Okay, so your total's now this. And I just love it because, like I said, my dog's a rescue. I'm all about pets, etc. Beautiful thing.
Yes. And I have a rescue too. I know. I always, the roundup thing is a great idea because it adds up and it's such a little amount. You're like, yeah, I'll round up. Like, who wouldn't round up, So
Yeah.
whatever you can do. Every dollar helps.
Yeah, absolutely do it. And like I said, anytime you're out there running something that you like, the Loso, I can't get it. The Yo Show to talk about or appear in or push, we're here for you. We love doing it. I don't know if we can handle another 18 hours of it, but
Yeah.
I had a blast with that, though. I really did.
I did too.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
Well, I know what
We,
to expect if we do it again.
yeah, the
Snacks
best,
on hand,
the
unlimited
best.
supply of beer.
Yeah, exactly. And remember I had just tapped the keg, so I kept going every break I get for beer, etc. So that was really great. But yeah, we enjoyed it. So here is a YouTube link. I'm going to get that from Daniel Newman. Sorry. Check this out. If you know anybody who's suffering from terminal illness, there's a YouTube link on there which you can check out. I don't know. I haven't seen that link, but I will check it out and we'll see what that's all about as well. Hopefully, it's something out there good. We're definitely out to do good for people who watch. Topics, Jewel Tatey. There's some out there, of course. Kim Kardashian's birthday, of course, is big. This is great, and I forgot to put the picture up again, but we'll just tell the story anyway, and people can search for themselves. Billie Eilish and the optical illusion sneaker, Joel. It's back.
No, we need the picture. You can't
It's
do it.
back.
We need
What?
comments.
Did I not put the picture? I gotta see. I thought I put the picture up. If not,
Because we
Jewel.
need to ask the audience what color is it.
If not, Jewel will give us see if you can find that picture and kind of get it up there for us.
All right, try and be quick. Come on. All right, guys.
All right, so here
What
it is.
color is this? Can you see it all right?
I see it just fine.
All right, those are
And-
the colors, right? Zoomed in.
Right.
Those are the colors. What do you see?
Now I see exactly what her father had commented to make this thing blow up. I see pink and white.
I see pink and white too. I don't know what the, the
Eilish,
discrepancy is.
Eilish went on this kind of Instagram rant where she said she has no clue where people are getting pink from. It's obviously, she says mint.
There is no blue hues in that picture.
And it reminds me of the dress. Of course, everybody remembers the Facebook debate about the dress. Was it gold? Was it blue? And all these crazy things. I don't really get it. I think she more or less is just trying to make a stir over her sneakers because that is pink.
They're pretty cool sneakers. So
Yeah, Jen
I
Himes
would
said
say that's pink.
pink and
Pink.
white.
Pink.
Thank you, Jen. That's
Thank
pink.
you.
I don't see a mint. That's not even an optical illusion. That is a celebrity illusion trying to get one over on us to buy the new Billie Eilish
You know what?
line of shoes. I don't know.
I want a celeb. Like, all right, you don't have to be in the news every friggin' second. I love her and all, but
I know, but we
Come
need
on,
to be in
man.
the news.
oh wait.
Oh, what do we got?
See, that is a mint. Hang on.
Now that's mint, but
That's
that's
a mint shoe.
not the same shoe.
No,
That's-
it's not.
I
Oh,
was going to
is
say that's not the same shoe.
It is the same shoe, but mint. It's the same style.
I don't know. I'll say it. Anyway, let's
I'll be
get.
the bad guy.
So next week is our Halloween show. We try to get a lot of different approaches. Not a lot of approaches going on, but we are expecting from Horror Night Podcast, Austin Wood.
Yay!
Yeah.
Austin!
Jewel is a former guest of the Horror Night Podcast, and so we're probably gonna do some Halloween stuff, maybe get some horror stories, stuff like that. It probably be an abbreviated episode since we have such a big Halloween thing coming on the 30th. But I know Jewel's a Halloween junkie as much as I am. Lisa Ford said that it was awesome, and she thanked us and appreciated it. We thank you, Lisa, for breaking out this new thing. Jewel, I got some great stuff coming up for this too, and I want to look at it real quick and see if I can get you the kind of list. All right, so we have, of course, Lisa from Epic College Consulting. We have a exterior construction company lined up to come on. We have dentist, oral hygiene scheduled. Tiny Paws Rescue, animal rescue.
Yes.
We're going to come on and do that. That's going to be great.
Only puppies.
Yeah, puppies. A young lady that is just amazing in the field of piercings and creative collective and tattoos. Her name's Bridget. Her tattoos are boss, and she's into piercing. She's been in a lot of publications too. Very popular work that she does.
Ooh,
So
she can help me too.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just, and that's the thing. She can help, but they can help us as well as the audience.
You know, I've had my ears pierced in the same spot 20 times.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Jesus.
They keep closing up. Well, just the one. I want to ask her about that.
Yeah, absolutely. I asked her, I said, do you know any tattooers will come on the show? And she's like, try to find a tattooers right now that's not mobbed. Apparently, we're not getting one on the show anytime soon, but she's going to be on. We're going to look at some of her tattoos. She's going to talk about her piercing work, and she's deep, man. She's also a Halloween fan. Maybe I should try to get her on next week. We'll see.
Yeah.
Our main man, Pat McConaughey from Gleason's Bar. Pat's going to come on and talk about Gleason's. I had a Gleason's cheesesteak again tonight, folks. I got to put this up, Joel. And again, I think I lost it. No, I didn't lose it. Did I lose it? Hold on. Hold that thought. Because I'm so proud I came up with a brand new name for Gleason. There it is. Gleason's Bar, 6700 Mill Creek Road, Levittown, PA. The godfather of cheesesteaks. He's not the king. He's not the prince. My man is the godfather of cheesesteak. My man, Pat McConaughey. We're going to have him on the show. He's going to come on in a few weeks. We're going to talk. Or maybe we'll go down there. Maybe we'll grab a sandwich and talk to Pat live at Gleason's.
I would love that. It's a great spot.
It is a great spot. I love it. They're working on getting Loso beer in there as well. I had a cheesesteak there tonight. I'm telling you, it's terrific. Philly and the suburban surrounding areas. That's the place for cheesesteaks. This guy does it right. Gleason's, again, 6700 Mill Creek Road, Levittown, PA. The godfather of cheesesteak. I want a piece of that action, Pat, when that's on your
Just like your cat refute.
Absolutely great.
Yes,
So we got that. We got our man, Greg Richmond, my good friend, Tyler Miz from Flux Marketing, Media, and Design. Our good friend, Steve Giordano from Elevate Dance. Steve's going to come on and talk about some Elevate Dance and dance competition, something he's very big in, and him and his wife. They do an amazing job. They actually travel to different states, get thousands of young ladies in dance competitions. They get professional judges from cheerleading world, like New England Patriots, Sixers dance team, stuff like that. And they actually go out and critique these young ladies. It's quite a great weekend event. Steve's going to come on in the future and talk about that. We're going to have some reps from Loso Beer. We're talking to CJ Joint, the main brewer at Loso Beer, about coming on. Tell us a little something about beer brewing, a little something to look out for in beer and different types of beer for different times of years. Got a great list. We got more. We got people that already reached out to me. So we got like 20, 30 people lined up already for the Lookout Local. It's going to be a great new thing we have here. And of course, what to listen to. Jewel, it's like a job now, like working.
Thank you all for having an interest in just presenting on our show. We're so excited to see you guys and promote all your great companies. So bring it. I'm so excited for all of our guests coming up. We have had a jam-packed fall, and it's all thanks to you, Jeff, and you did an amazing job. Tonight was just an example of the amazing job you did. Rachel couldn't have been better, and her songs are great, and you just brought so much joy to everyone tonight. So thank you for bringing this fall here and happening. It's been great.
And let's tell people a little something about what we have going on. Of course, we do have the Halloween show next week. We're going to welcome Austin Wood from the Horror Night Podcast. But we do have some more great guests coming your way. And it's going to start Jesus, man, I really screwed myself up here. It is going to start. So November 4th, Jewel and I have a day off. We actually have a vacation week from the Yo Show. We're going to miss you, but we're having a vacation week. When we come back,
pictures from Hawaii.
There you go. We're going to take the Yo Show jet.
Yep.
When we come back, Jewel, and I know, you know how I get, Jewel. I've been called a man whore and all that good stuff because I love our beautiful guest. November 11th, we have just an absolutely beautiful yet hardcore fitness guru and workout queen. We're going to be joined by Caitlin Rice on November 11th, and there's the Caitlin Rice. She calls her workout program the Booty Boot Camp, and you can see why. And she's stunning. But I'm very excited to get somebody in here to talk about fitness and working out and stuff like that. It's definitely something that I need. And maybe she'll tell me a little something, give me some ideas. She's got an app, the Caitlin Rice Fitness app and websites, and she really does work out hard. God bless her. And she'll be on our show November 11th to talk about all her programming and modeling efforts and all that. So that should be great. That's Caitlin Rice on the 11th. On November 18th, Jewel Tatey, we come back to what we do. And that is local artist, and I'm stalling because I'm trying to find her picture and the write-up. This young lady right here, Joel Tatey, we've been talking a lot. She is a doll. It's Lisa Orlando, another great Philadelphia artist. Got some brand new music coming out, kind of a dance kind of thing, kind of like pop dance kind of music. Just a sweetheart, very excited to be on, kind of like Rachel was, just thanking me up and down and getting people and already advertising it, even though it's a few weeks away. That's November 18th. We get back to our Philly roots, have another great live Philly artist. Lisa Orlando will be on the show to talk about her music. We'll play some songs as well. We're very excited about that. That is the only two previews we have. I got a couple guests on the hook. Jewel had mentioned possibly not coming on the night for Thanksgiving. We'll see how that works. I know night for Thanksgiving is a very busy night for people, so we'll see what happens. If we, I have two guests on the hook. If one of them lines up and agrees to come on, we'll be here. But of course, tune in to the Yo Show every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock to find out if and whens and who's and what's. Don't forget to check out the Stoop Radio Network on Facebook. And of course, our website, Jewel Tatey, and I got to bring it up here on the scroll because it's all down the bottom. Stoop Radio Network on Facebook, Instagram is TheYoShow215, www.theyoshow215.com, Jewel. And the reason why I bring it up is it's a GoDaddy website. According to GoDaddy, we are in the top percentage of active performing websites. So we're doing something right again. People are checking out that website, but when you get to be a top 50 program, these things happen.
This is weird. I don't know what to do with myself. It's awesome.
It really is. It's terrific, and I love the attention we're getting, and I love the fact, like I said, that people locally want to come on, and local celebrities, etc., all want to kind of be a part of it now. It's gaining momentum, and people are liking what they hear and what they see, and so that's important to us.
It's most important to us. Yeah, I'm just so. I don't know. Like the ball keeps rolling, and if you would have told us this a couple years ago, like we wouldn't have believed you. But we're so happy to be here, and next week is going to be insane because it's like our first live event. So,
yeah, Friday
we got a pregame. When am I coming over?
As early as you like. Maybe try and take the day off if you can, or get out of work.
Yeah, right.
Because we got they said Mr. Miami will be DJing. He's got mics, so we're going to be live, talking live. That's the other thing, too. If you're tuning in now, you're probably going to want to catch us on YouTube for the show live on Friday because Steve's going to be mixing, licensed music, and I don't know if Facebook's going to carry the whole thing through, but the way StreamYard works, we can't cut off one and go to the other. So we'll be really pushing the YouTube aspect. And if you want to come to the party and you want to watch yourself or have your friends watch you, we're going to be probably seeing more of you on YouTube. And of course, don't forget, we're going to have you sign those waivers because once you're on the Yo Show, you're our property. We own you.
Yeah, and that's a good point. Like, if you can't get us on Facebook, you have to like and subscribe on YouTube, and you can just ring that bell. If you're like, oh, I don't know when your show is, this and that, like, if you hit the bell, then it will send you a little alert, like, hey, the Yo Show's live. Be a part of it.
Yeah, exactly. And it's how a lot of people it's how a lot of people have caught on, Joel, because people are like, oh, you know what? I happen to be on Facebook and just cruising around, saw your show, figured I'd check it out, and they end up enjoying it. Imagine that.
It's crazy.
It is crazy, but we do love it. A gigantic thank you to our guests tonight. Joel, we got all of them. Oh, no, wait a minute. We didn't. Rapid fire topics, Joel Tatey.
Oh, no.
Let's hit it.
Um,
Rapid fire topics
okay.
before we go off. So we're going to run a little bit later this week like we did last week, but here we go. Let me find them. Jewel, the Flaming Lips performed a recent concert with themselves in the audience encased in plastic bubbles. Are you interested in anything of this nature?
I'm claustrophobic. Next.
Next, all right. Naked teenager covered in ranch dressing crashes at a Kansas City restaurant, police report. Jewel, what the fuck is he doing covered in ranch dressing?
Got any carrots?
Oh my God, that's nice and quick. Jewel Tatey, oh my God, I almost forgot this. We're going to do it at the end. A very happy birthday to our beautiful former guest, the lovely and amazing Miss Brianna Dale. Let me pop it on there. The great picture we love so much. Jewel Tatey, real quick in a rapid fire segment, your favorite part of the Brianna Dale episode?
Her crazy ass stories. I love that girl.
I do love that girl. I wished her happy birthday through text. She thanked me very much. We're going to have her back on the show. She's a great storyteller. We're going to get drunk again with her. She's absolutely beautiful and just one of the coolest women you ever want to meet. Brianna Dale. Check her on Instagram at BreeDale22. It's a packed with like 1 million followers, but it's worth it because she's just a doll. She's got a great smile, very upbeat, positive personality about it too, Joel. She's not stuck up. She loves it.
And make sure you like the correct one because she has so many wannabes on there. It's insane.
And make sure it's Bree Dale, BRIDALE 22.
Mm-hmm.
Ray Coleman in the house. Ray, my man, thanks for coming in. And Brianna Dale also was nice enough to send us autographed calendars. She's still waiting for her T-shirts that she swore she'd wear on her page. We're just idiots because we can't get a T-shirt to somebody with 1 million followers who wants to advertise us.
Yeah, we should get on that.
We really should. Happy birthday, Brianna Dale. Joe, then we're going to rapid fire topics, and we're already at the end of them. We did the Billie Eilish. We did the happy birthday, Brianna Dale.
Santa and plexiglass. Thoughts? Have you seen this?
No.
Is Santa at the mall? He's going to be in a plexiglass box.
Jesus. I guess he has
in front
to.
of him and take a picture, like, at his feet.
I think that sucks. At his feet. That's like horrible.
It's so odd. I think I'll skip it this year.
Yeah, right. Oh, Jewel Tatey, speaking of skipping it this year, Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown Christmas, Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, all taken off regular TV, will be on Apple Plus this year. Is this the beginning of a pay-to-view for cartoons, Jewel Tatey?
That's bullshit. I don't know. Disney Plus did it right because they have Hocus Pocus and The Nightmare Before Christmas. Like, if you want to do that to me, Apple, taking away my Snoopy.
Right? I'm a little disappointed. I know the views. I know the views start going up. So let me try this again. Let's see what happens. Brianna Dale, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and of course, Laurence Bedard. That's Jules' favorite picture.
Yeah, I just look like a ghost in the night.
I have messaged.
What this lighting? I look translucent.
I have messaged Laurence Bedard's people to have her on the show like 6 times to not even a response.
Oh my God, I did that to to Suzanne Sinford. I don't think she speaks English. So I'm like, oh, that's why.
I got that too. The other French model, Valerie Cossette, and she's actually like good friends with Laurence Bedard. They do a lot of pictures. They're like Bang Energy models and Bang Energy drink and all that. And they're like, professional spokesmodels and all, but they got huge followings on Instagram. And I keep messing to Valerie, and I got one response back one time in French, and I was like, I guess I see why she's not coming on the show.
Not in.
Because you don't speak English. Let's give a big thanks once again to our very special guest tonight, Rachael Green. And of course, check out Rachael Green's brand new song, Cicada, on Apple Music and Spotify and all the great streaming sites. Check out Rachael Green Sings on Facebook. Ladies and gentlemen, Groot is in the house waving bye-byes to us. He's very sad to see us go.
Bye-bye.
I am Groot. There's still like a lot of viewers. I hate to leave you people behind, but you know what, though?
Bye. Catch you replay.
Too much of a good thing. And a very special guest, very special thanks to Lisa Ford from Epic College Consulting. Thank you very much for coming on tonight and sharing that. If you are watching now and you have young kids or friends making their way to college, looking to get themselves to college, check out Epic College Consulting on Facebook. They got a virtual seminar November 1st, 6 p.m. and learn a little bit about the process of enrolling to college. Again, Rachael Green, check out her music right now. Don't forget to tune in next week for some Halloween fun. And I'm going to be dressed up as somebody. I don't know. I got to dig out the costumes, Jewel.
We shall see.
We shall see. Absolutely. Thank you again for joining us on another great Wednesday night. Thank you to the entire Green family that tuned in. Great support. We absolutely love it. For Jewel Tatey, who was recently voted the #1 female co-host in all of podcast by the Jeff Perini Weekly.
That's good.
Thank you. For my amazing co-host, Jewel Tatey, I am Jeff the Shark Perini. We're going to take you out right now with the sound of St. Ricketts. Is, of course, our theme song with Fire Cannot Burn. Check these guys out at www.stricketts.com. I am promised new music is coming soon, and as soon as it comes out, you know you will find it right here on the Yo Show. Let me do the little thing, the little screen say, the little Chrome tab, the little clicky, the sherry, and I wish you all a very good night. Good night, Jewel.
Good night, Jeff.
Was it truly pleasant? The taste of it poison deeper than you know. Kindly answer this. What's the point of it? Just to reach new heights of low. So I'm pulling the anchor and drifting away. Blinded by reason beyond disarray. It's what fire cannot burn. It's what fire cannot burn. Wanted to embrace what it takes for it, pouring something to the world, willing to erase what I'd lose for it, to accept what I assume. So I'm pulling the anchor and drifting away, blinded by reason beyond disarray. It's what fire cannot burn. It's what fire cannot searching for something, destined for nothing, losing composure over and over. Truly blessed if the taste of it poison deeper than you know. Kindly answer this. Was the point of it just to reach new heights of love? So I'm pulling the anchor and drifting